The problem of child sexual exploitation is exploding.
Despite voluntary preventive action by internet platforms, NGOs say child sexual abuse cases have continued to rise dramatically. 85 million pictures and videos worldwide, up nearly 2/3 in 2021 alone, says the Internet Watch Foundation.
The numbers are showing us that we're just seeing the tip of the iceberg of how kids are being threatened online and how sexual abuse material is being shared online.
So, are we losing the battle in Europe?
As the world is becoming more digital, the crime has more surface, let's say, to expand. So we are not losing the battle, but we need to think about new tools and new, let's say, weapons for the good guys to fight against the bad guys.
The EPP Group backs the drive to get those new tools.
All internet providers will have, on a mandatory basis, to assess the risk of the services and adopt the mitigation measures that should be necessary.
We absolutely need to reinforce our capacity to detect child sexual abuse online. For the moment, we rely on a voluntary regime, which, by the way, is expiring in 2 years.
And give teeth to those new mandatory regulations.
If, of course, they would not comply, then a traditional regime of fine would actually subject them to ensure that all take the necessary measures.
The EPP's Javier Zarzalejos rejects criticism that the new regulations would be an invasion of privacy.
We can feel quite satisfied about our ability to strike the balance between privacy, data protection, and security. Thousands, hundreds of thousands of children are abused. Their lives are ruined when they see this content, this imagery depicting abuse in the web.
Meta, which owns Facebook, Messenger, and Instagram, says it's already taken action.
It's one of the reasons that I left law enforcement to join Meta, because I knew that responsibility was there. We don't allow adults to search for and then message teens. And we also make sure that teens have got the most private settings on Instagram, so an adult can't search for them and then try and make a connection.
It's also a matter of encouraging youth to fight back.
It's things like making reporting easier to find. Then also we do something called showing safety notices if we think an interaction might not be appropriate.
But NGOs say other sites are not vigilant.
There are many companies that are doing nothing, and we need to compel them in one way or another to get involved and take responsibility for children being exploited on their platforms.
The European Commission is also calling for a crackdown on apps.
If the risk is above a certain threshold, there might be decisions being taken as to a number of activities those service providers will have to take in order to ensure that those applications, those services are not used by perpetrators.
Zarzalejos says support for the victims is another key part of the effort.
It's also important the work that is being done by helplines to which the victims or those who are aware of this kind of content can report.